going on, Swag Money Nation? Today we have a pretty interesting video. If anybody's been a fan of my channel, they've known that I've despised this brand, this cart brand. Some OGs will know that this is actually how I started my channel, was hitting one of these. I'm gonna cut the chit chat and I'm just gonna show you. This is none other than Muha Meds. We have the new disposables. Before we get into anything, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but the first thing we're going to talk about is this box. Everything about this is just like, wow. So here's the sides. I'm just going to give you like, wow. So first things I want to say is that it says this is clean, transparent, and a single ingredient. And then, you know, has a lab result on it, which then shows you that it is in fact more than just one ingredient. I mean, actually, technically it doesn't. All it says right now that it's only THC, which there's two things that say scan me. There's this one, and then there's a QR code on the back. So let's try it. Hold up, this is complete news to me. There's a There's a Muha Meds app. Give me a second. So, brief intermission. We found out a couple things about this box. 100% this is Boof. If you couldn't tell. Just look at it, everything about it. But I downloaded the Muha Med app, okay? And you know, first off, worst app in the world.
We downloaded the app through this box.
So here, look, you're gonna watch me. So, first off, your app is shitty. How did you scan it that fast? It was on there for like 5 seconds. Like if I'm even being like honest.
And it says you can enter a scan code, but
there's no code. Nothing like that.
I don't see it.
There is two
Maybe on the card.
Oh, is the card still in here?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, never mind. I ruined mine. I'm trying to.
Yeah, so these ones you have to open from the bottom. I've seen a couple of other cards like that, and to show you what. There's a little flap that you pull.
Flap is right there.
And then you pull the flap.
Here's what's inside. Take the card out.
There is a code on the back of the card.
There is. Okay, so let's try to scan this, and then I'll show you what the card looks like. Oh, okay, it did work. It did work. It did go through.
You have to use the card.
Okay, let's verify it.
So just to get to the
It gave me
website.
13 fucking points. That's it? It only gave me 13 points.
Points for what?
Okay, so you can redeem stuff out here, and they have stuff out here, and the smallest thing you can redeem is either a sticker pack or a lanyard for 254 points, and this cart gave me 1. Alright, whatever. Here's the back of the card. It says, did you know fake vapes have been known to contain traces of pesticides, heavy metal, and even fentanyl? Don't risk it. Okay, so I guess this is a real Muha product. Okay, first off, let's get something straight. This doesn't mean shit, and this doesn't mean shit. Let's show the card. Whoa.
Horchata.
Oh my god.
Horchata is the flavor,
Fuck you,
and
get
it
this out.
is supposed to be smooth and creamy.
Can you get this out?
On the box.
Fuck. So here is what it looks like. That is a screen. Yes. Here's the back. There's that. And you have this fucking... I hate this, by the way. You have this Muha logo that's like textured. It feels really weird.
It's bumpy. Like if any of you guys have ever had tattoos and then your tattoo's freshly done and you can feel it, that's what it feels like.
That's the wax color. I mean, it's not necessarily clear. I hope it's not fully clear. This doesn't seem like a THCP card or an HHC one. I'm gonna try to scan the back of this one. So it came up with a separate number. So I'm gonna try to verify that. That's not the same number that it gave me before, but it did verify both. That's still a little concerning to me though. The fact that the card gave a separate number and that the Muha itself gave something different.
Gave it a separate number? Well, I mean, just think about it. This is a card for you to read the concerns.
Huh.
And then this is the card.
Yeah, it does now say I have a product verified, so.
Yeah, so this was probably just like...
So this is mine that I have that I'm gonna unopen. I'm also gonna scan this one too.
There's also another one in my purse that you can scan.
Huh. We got 43 points so far. Look at that.
So the actual products are worth 15. So these actual products are worth 15 points to me.
God, I want these so
And
bad.
the cards were 13.
This is the one that I was talking about.
We need to reveal.
Yeah, this is the actual Muha product that I want. If I can get my hands on those are Detroit, hopefully, whatever. All right, but yeah, again, a lot of this just looks really sketch. If y'all have seen the normal ones, my biggest complaint was that they're small and they fit in your hands, but that comes at the cost of you know, a really shitty battery. It's always going to be dying on you, and they burn.
They're very much child advertised.
Yeah, this is not. The old Muhas are mainly so you can hit that shit in the back of second period pre-cal. Trying to make it relatable. I was trying to remember shit from high school. So yeah, that was the biggest thing that I always felt was shady, was that like one, Muhas are large majority of them are fake, and then two, they're centered towards kids. I do like this feature. I like having the barcode on there. At the end of the day, doesn't really mean much because you can always buy these probably empty. I haven't seen any listings of these empty, but you can always buy the old Muha products and just fill them up with whatever mystery chemicals. This is supposed to help prevent that, but I know China's going to be on that soon. The biggest thing I like about this is that most Muhas, whenever I look at them, they will start to move. Wax is pretty good on this one. This is not really moving. Even when you hit it a bunch, it doesn't move that much. This is mine. I have Galactic Diesel. This one tastes really bad. I don't like how this tastes.
The original one that we got that is finished was the frozen pomegranate, and that is a really good flavor. So if anything, we'd recommend that one.
Yeah, that one tasted like the duo mint icebreakers, like the ones with the weird texture. Yeah, the one with the weird texture on the side. Tasted like that. This says that this is 83% THC. I think that's a whole lot of bullshit. Number one thing I think about like legit checking is showing the lab results behind the cart, but it doesn't even show you that. So whatever. I think I've yapped long enough. This is just incredibly shady. I'm gonna take a hit and then I'm gonna talk about the hardware, because it is an improvement, but I do have some stuff to say. You ready to take a cheers? So that's the screen. She's gonna take a blinker. It takes 10 seconds to hit a blinker on this.
Yeah.
Ouch! I bruised my rib, y'all, so it's really hard for me to hit cards.
Busted ass.
I fell, completely bruised my rib. So I do think this screen is an improvement in the hardware, but this now really feels like a vape. This doesn't feel like a cart. First off, there is no coil that I can even see. I really want to take one of these apart because I'm really confused on how like the heating even works on this, like at all. This does look like a vape, really weird. I don't like this. The screen reminds me of a Geek Bar. It's cool to see how much percentage of the battery that you have. Main thing about me whenever I would buy Muhas was I was probably charging it once twice out of the whole time I'm using it. And that's the same thing with these. These don't really die quicker or I think longer. It's around the same. If anything, maybe a little bit longer. I haven't even charged my cart once, so it's a little different.
I didn't really get to show you close up, so I'm going to show you both because one is a high battery and one is low. Low, high. And it shows you right here on the side. There's also a little number, that red thing right there that you saw. That was the number.
You know, I got a lot to say about these, and it's kind of like half good, half bad. I think that the hardware is an improvement, even though I don't like how it just kind of looks like a vape now. I like the fact that it's bigger. It does last, I guess, longer.
I feel they are still targeted toward children. I feel most cards are, especially with flavors like this. Galactic Diesel, like that literally sounds like it's from a cartoon.
I don't know. I think Galactic if anybody's getting Diesel, they're old. That's how I feel.
I mean, frozen pomegranate,
Okay.
horchata. Horchata is literally a drink.
To add on what she was saying before, I feel like a lot of like vapes are like good flavors and stuff like that, and with the carts they're trying to like go like what the vapes were doing with the flavors, and I feel like Muha is the biggest culprit of that. Like every Muha flavor I see is something like crazy. Terpene Heaven That's what I've always called Muha's. Like, if I'm tasting a Muha, I'm expecting it to taste flavorful. That's kind of why I don't really like Galactic Diesel. This one's the one that kind of tastes like weed. I don't know, I just feel like a lot of what Muha does is shady. And I think that should be always the main thing that's talked about with them with any of their products, is that they move shady. Even if you're getting a legit product. I do want to try those cookies collab, and that's gonna be a legit product that is going to the dispensary that's probably gonna have lab results, and that's probably gonna be way better than these products. But
it's a cookie, also a cookie product,
and it also comes with a dispensary. A lot of the Muha products that I find are not through dispensary grade shit, and I mean they are in some dispensaries, but it's like a dime a dozen, bro. It's kind of hard to find them. They're the black market Boof goat. That's what everyone knows them as. I don't think they even want to move from that spot. Realistically, Muha has always been shady, bro. I will always say this. If you look up who is and you just type in Muha Meds, 29 websites come up with like Muha Meds, Muha THC, Muha. There is so many different versions of Muha underneath. There's like 6 LLCs underneath, so it's really hard to tell like what you're even getting. This brand started in California. I live on the East Coast, so what are the chances of me even getting the two brothers? I always see these two brothers who started Muha. What are the chances that this right here was even from them? I don't know. Muha moved shady. These are mid. I feel like even with the good flavors, I would put them above the old 2Gs, and this is a step in the right direction, but I'm really not that impressed.
I mean, you can definitely taste the flavors more than these. Like,
it's not a bad flavor.
No, it's not.
Muhas aren't bad in flavor.
If you like minty cinnamon stuff, I feel like that would be. The mint that I'm tasting is probably the vanilla part.
Or the cinnamon.
Because I can taste the cinnamon.
Okay, whatever. I think these cards are mint. Especially with the price that we paid for them. Because they're a black market brand, most people buy them from plugs. And if they're not buying them from plugs, they're buying them online. So it's kind of hard to tell like how much they are. It like really fluctuates. So if you're getting these from anything more than like 25 bucks, you're probably getting scammed, bro. And even if you're paying a good price, let's say 20 to 30, I'm still going to have to rate it like a 5 to a 5.5. I think these carts are mid. It's a huge improvement from what the old 2Gs were. I did not like the 2Gs at all. I thought the 2Gs were rough. They always burnt. The wax was terrible. The flavors were iffy. If you would even get a good flavor, the only flavor I really liked was Blue Dream or Blue Slushy. Oh my god. I forgot to say about that.
You haven't clogged once.
I have not had a single clogging problem, which is kind of insane to me, but no. These do get a little clogged, but it's nowhere near what it used to be.
Mine's never been clogged.
I've had this one clogged twice on me, but
I've had 3, never been.
But this was also like on its side. And
Yeah,
all the wax.
I was about to say he also lets his on its side and doesn't keep it upward.
Okay, so that was my fault, but like even when it was clogged, it was like nothing like how the old Muhas would get clogged.
Yeah, no, like one time I had a Muha that got clogged so bad that the wax was coming out of it. Like that should not be happening.
Dude, they're just bad and they would burn. So it's an improvement. But I'm just not that impressed with it. 5 is good for me, though. I think that's, like, average.
I'd 6 out of 10. That's just always because I know that they're bad, but if you've been watching his videos, you know that I'll never stop getting them.
Yeah, she loves them.
I'm a loyal customer.
Hopefully one day I'll be able to convince her. I don't know though. I've been trying. But yeah, no, I think they're decent. I think that this is definitely a step in the right direction. I still would not recommend people to buy Muhas, just due to the fact of how unsafe they are. They're doing steps into the right direction with the QR codes on the back. I just don't. I just don't think they're worth it. There's a bunch of other brands that you can get for probably cheaper that would probably honestly hit harder. The flavor's not gonna be as good. I'll give Muha that, but yeah. I've been your host, SWAGMONEYMASTER, and I'm signing out. Yeah, happy Halloween if I can edit this on time. Peace.